So today I'm going to cover some books that I got from the antique store. This one's called The Tennessean. I just love these coffee table books with the big pictorials. But I want to protect the dust jacket on the outside, so I'm going to cover it with an acetate cover. But first, my first step is to remove all the covers from these books. You see, they're in really good condition because of the dust jackets, and we want it to stay that way. In the dust jackets, they do make a book more expensive and valuable for that reason. Here's Rembrandt. I just thought this would be really beautiful too. I will probably do a video containing each of these books one at a time. But for today, I'm just going to cover them. Heritage of America. It's got such wonderful, lovely pictures and recipes from all different areas of the United States. It's so beautiful. I think I'll probably do this book first in a video. Especially because I am so enamored with the olden days of U.S. history. Not that all the things that happened back then were good, but that's beside the point. There's a lot of good that happened as well. And speaking of that, this Plantation Homes book, regardless of how it represents the South and slavery, the homes themselves were just so beautiful that I think they're worth admiring in spite of our bad history there. It's a definite blot, but a beautiful commentary on the architecture of the South. So let's get to covering these. I have this acetate dust jacket cover there. Altogether the wrong size. I did not realize I was buying the kind that was supposed to pre-fit, but I am going to make it work anyway. So, see what we can do. Start with this Plantation dust jacket. Just gotta roll this out to the size of the dust jacket, all the way open. And then you want some extra that goes beyond the end of the flap. And that is so that you, when you tape the flap to the inside of the book, you are not actually putting tape on the dust jacket itself, which is what you want to preserve. There's no avoiding the fact that you have to put tape on the inside of the book. So, I've done many dust jacket covering videos. They're in my playlists. But this is the first one that I've done with a soft-spoken edition. This is for those who prefer speaking videos for ASMR. Okay, so you just lay the dust jacket down, face down, so it faces the clear acetate side. Paper goes on the white side. Now it doesn't fit, so I'm going to have to fold it up a little bit more. So there won't be any paper behind that, which is not the best way to do it. But it's the only choice I've got, because I'm not going to run out and go get more of this. They make it open-ended also, but I only had one roll of that, so you have to tuck these edges way up in the corners, as tight fitting as you can possibly get it. I am not a perfectionist, so it'll be what it'll be. And I confess there will be a lot of stopping and starting on this because it can be tedious and frustrating. Okay, see how long I've taken just to fit this? Now, let's tape it. Get it situated so it'll stay. And just follow the original crease from the dust jacket. I think covering a dust jacket with acetate is a great idea for the purpose of preserving. But I'm more or just as interested in these lovely crinkles. The crinkle sound that this particular plastic makes. It's completely part of my memories as a child. Because inevitably, our kindergarten teacher or whoever was reading us a story had a book from the library that was just like this with the sheer plastic on the outside. Yeah, so here is the Heritage American. Okay. Now let's see. I don't know. Which one should I do next. Oh, brother, once again, this thing does not fit. Guess I'll have to make do. I like the sound of the roll of paper being squeezed. It's squeeze. Okay. Let's roll this out one more time. Rembrandt. Okay, let's cut this off. I'm leaving extra room on the end of this one because I came short a little bit on the last one and I don't want that to happen again. These are the worst scissors. I should have gotten a different pair. But I'm not going to change now. Okay, let's open this up here. Very difficult to be quiet or gentle with this. But I'm trying. It's a good thing that there's static in it because it helps it stay. Normally I flatten out the dust jacket so it's not so foldy. But I forgot to do that on this one. I think it'll still go okay. Just flatten it as I go. I had some difficulty with that one, so I had to cut some ends off camera. Okay, we are almost done with Rembrandt here. Let's get him covered here. Handy dandy butterfly tape dispenser. I like it because it's heavy. Later on I'll probably get a more heavy duty tape and get it more secure. But just for now, these little pieces won't do too much damage in case I make a mistake. And I do make mistakes. A lot of them. Okay, Rembrandt. Grant is finished. Such pretty books. I love them. That nice crinkle. Okay, which one should I do next? Tennesseans. I can't remember what all's in this book, but I thought it was kind of neat, to have a book on the people of the state that I live in. I've lived in Tennessee for 11 years now, and I've learned a lot, but still a lot I don't know. Okay, this time I'm flattening it out better. It should go into the acetate covers much better. It isn't that hard, it's not a big deal. It doesn't fit. I gotta pick a different one. This one's way much bigger than this cover, but it'll work okay. That's a lot of paper, if you think about it. These acetate covers can be bought on Amazon. I usually get Broad Art brand. This was something else. And I don't know why. Maybe they got the order wrong and I just didn't notice. I don't know. But it's better to have an open-ended one than a close-fitting. If you don't know the exact measurements of your dust jacket, which I didn't when I ordered the acetate. But yeah, I got it on Amazon. You just have to type in dust jacket book covers. Or dust jacket covers, or I can't remember how I found it, but you had to be very specific. You can't. Anyway, these are called dust jackets. These papers that go over your books are dust jackets, and so the acetate I'm using are dust jacket covers. Okay. So, you don't want the kind of book covers that are just acetate. You want the paper on it because it's far more protective and makes your dust jacket far more substantial. Now I'm cheating, though, see, because I'm putting this up to make it fit, so there's no paper on the bottom edge of this dust jacket, and that's a bummer, but it's not a library book, so I'm not too concerned about things getting too messed up or used up in the same way that a book in the library might get. So I'm gonna cheat. such a great book, this one. I looked through it a little bit, and it is just... Oh wait, no, I'm confusing this one with the Heritage. Never mind. This is the Tennesseans. I haven't really looked through this one. But we'll see. I do remember one thing about it though, and that's that one of the pages, or two of them, were really messed up on the inside, but I bought it anyway. Because when I'm at the store, the antique store, and I'm looking at these things, I just, buy what really impresses me. Except for those two pages, the book and the cover are in excellent condition. And that's partly because people keep the dust jackets on them to preserve the book. I'm not doing the best job, seriously. Oh my goodness, this weekend at my house, the weather was so beautiful. And today, oh, gorgeous fall weather. I wanted to open those doors so bad for this video, but I could not because, again, the gosh darn construction down the street, silly little machines that when they back up, beep, 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 beep. I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna just go down there and slap y'all silly. But now that it's fall, the cicadas have all gone. And we got crickets. Heritage of America. This is just like the most beautiful book. I definitely am going to do this one first. And it's because there are some explanations as to the history. The history of why we make what we make, where we make it, etc. Like, for instance, the influence of people that migrated to America brought so many different kinds of cuisine to our nation. And since America is still rather new compared to all the other nations, I'm not sure that any of our food is original to us. Except for maybe some of the food that was made by the cowboys on the prairie, possibly because of mitigating circumstances. I read the book Sacagawea, and it talks a lot about Lewis and Clark, and there's some very factual information. In there, the thing that is described quite a bit is how Lewis and Clark so often had to eat meat that was not typical. they at times had to slaughter their horses. So sad, but necessary to keep them alive. And they ate dog sometimes. And when you're starving and it's you or the dog, yeah, that's what they did. See, this dust jacket fits right inside of this cover. I actually got one that actually fits right. And this is very nice and convenient to be able to just close this and have it fit. How nice. Okay. And yet it feels slightly bubbly, so I don't know what's going on. You can see how it kind of bubbles up on the inside. I think I'd rather have it open-ended. I'm not going to get this kind anymore. Okay, tape the middle here. I just love fall. It's so beautiful out. No more heat. No more sweating. Yay, so happy. This area, so much humidity in the summer. When fall comes, it's like being reborn. Even though fall represents the death of green things and summer being over, I'm so relieved. Oh, yes. Even after all these years, I just can't get used to the humidity. I pretty much hate summer here. That's a confession. And I don't know how the farmers and the laborers stand it. Especially before we had air conditioning. I guess I'm just a wuss. I was raised in California, so I was spoiled pretty bad. Okay, this jacket doesn't look like it's fitting very well. Let's try doing the other side and see if I can make it work better. This ought to take care of that buckle in the front, hopefully. How do I want to do this? Doesn't seem like it's fitting quite right. Definitely not getting this kind next time. But I got a lot of it, so I'm going to have to use it up. Okay, that's good enough. That turned out all right. See? antique store last time. Just arrange these and call it good. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight.